Point five Creator Studios. Feel the story. Know the story. Like souls. Mind five Creator Studio.
It, and he says you've got a good idea, we can share ideas. These are the things that this individual who was invited and who invited into Dr. Tagure's place and actually taken to the home where Dr. Tagure lives, where that see when Dr. Tagure gave the present to his son, that's the land where he lives. And he's cut off a bit of land. Rutendo has been there. He's never told people here that he's actually been taken there at Dr. Dagure's property, right? He says, I don't know Dr. Dagure, I'm okay. But the statement I'm telling you is factual because Rutendo can come up here. If he's a true man, he would deny what I'm saying to you. So this guy then sees this guy is
Iwe
a
na
fool.
iwe
Mira,
padare iwe.
mira, ndipedze. Mira,
Ada
was question.
kubvunza.
Mira, was the
Tombobvunza.
question. Mira, unonzi the
Aiwa,
question, I
mira,
can
mira,
the
mira,
question.
mira.
I've never
Yeah.
Singapedza
hidden.
nguva.
Ma,
Aiye
aiwa, why
wakanidai.
does this one?
Aiwa ningingatsadaro.
And it
Mamara ningingatsadaro.
whether we just all quit, it does not change the facts of the matter that the truth is going to come out soon. And when the truth comes out, everyone who's going to look back and actually look and say, truly ZANU PF has got good structures and ZANU PF is a truly formidable party, not to be distracted. The plan that he tells you here is to the cap 3. If you ask yourself today and say, every businessman that he mentions, Wicknell, Scott Sakpwanya, Dr. Tagwiri, every rich person that he spoke about has got, is threatening to get power from the president of Zimbabwe. That is insightful. He's not mentioning, because he says Tungwarara is a rich man, but he's forgetting that he wrote there and said, he once wrote and said, oh, the general can be a better president. And then now he's dealing with Tungwarara. He goes, oh, I think Tungwarara can be a better president. Ask yourself why there is that spin from Dr. Dagwire can be a better president. Now General can be a better president. Now Tungwarara is a better president. Ask yourself why this person moves 3, 4, 5 times in his rebounds. There is a reasoning to that because he's a board guy. He's now singing to where he is. The evidence that he says in the name of audio is 1,200 Evan is a threat and overexposure. Yekuti, so look, if you guys play with me, I've got this and I've got that and I've got this and I've got that. And now and this is a factual position. When now this Tungara guy takes evidence to the president, he's going to present as if he has solved the problem. Kuti uku kwanga kuchitonetsa Rutendo anga achituka president ne-first lady because hana kubhadharwa mari. Hakuchataurwa chokwadi kuti no, this guy is actually trying to, he's a sophisticated guy who wants to be paid for not removing sanctions because he's claiming to remove sanctions. So the presentation that would go to the president would be, I've come in, I've neutralized this guy. He's, there was an issue being called there. Our party was becoming, there was a dispute in our political party because this individual is now insulting the president. No,
Sakatano, saka
Rutendo is insulting
ningitungwarara.
the president
No, no, no.
because
I
he
mean,
is Rutendo.
I kotungwarara. Are you saying Gudizo Tungwarara is a compromise figure?
Of course, there is.
Right, okay.
I will stand on what I'm saying right now, and I'm happy for ZANU PF take any action to what I'm saying right now. There is. We are all trained individuals here.
Kwenda unovaudza kakuchekisheke
We are
zvozvo
here.
utaura
Aiwa
The
izvozvo.
battle has
kaningire
happened
kani.
here. The battle happened here, and this is where the discussion happened. I
Mhm.
will exactly. So you cannot tell me when things are happening here. They are being said
Aya,
here.
saka iwo you think isusu ndisi chatora action yacho yakati kushekisheke kuti unotora
Where
action.
it's up to you to do what you want to do. I'm having a conversation with Uncle Jed just like everybody did. So you can't distract me, and you know that I'm good at what I do. I am telling you, Uncle Jed, that
You're
is
right,
what
yeah.
it is. So if you then look what the mission is, Camp
Mm.
3 can be disturbed, which is still playing to your narrative in the opposite side. This thing, we can stop it. Because if we stop this cap three, then think of the people that he has been talking about. He's been telling you about, I'm going to the table with the game plan. With the, with the scenarios of, if this happens, if that happens, if this happens and that happens. Why would a presidential advisor
Mm.
take on board someone who is going that statement on itself is totally against the mission of ZANU PF statement, Vision 2030. And the resolution number one is, why would an individual extract someone and move with him who's totally against Vision 2030 in acknowledging the president, what ZANU-PF is talking about? Whether we choose to like it or not, it was the resolution number one from 2024, 2025 that kind of brought alive the formation of this bill. Although
Saka, all is not
ZANU-PF,
well, Gatsano. Saka,
but
can I be right to say what all is not well then?
all is not well according to the battle plan and the battle rhythm that Tungara has brought here. It shows that,
ari kuita
wait,
double
Aiwa ka
talk Padare, ari kuita double
mira.
talk.
Aiwa ka
Mira,
mira ka naiwega,
Mira.
mira yun. Inene
Because
Tsano,
the
look,
debate has
listen.
been brought
Yeah,
here.
Tsano,
Yeah,
varipa trajectory. Yeah, yandru follower.
yeah.
Saka, I need to interrogate him in terms of what he's saying. Kuti, yeah, Saka, it means Kutizo Atungwarara, the one who's saying Gudizo, is speaking on behalf of the president. Not on behalf of the president, but he's speaking in an authoritative, position.
Yes,
The president can acknowledge that.
yes.
And,
There is no
and he's
conflict.
coming in now and he's saying Gudizo, he wants to, address, this matter in it will involve, Rutendo.
Yes.
And it
So exactly. But the thing is not addressing the issue, Yarutendo. He's
is
taking
what?
advantage. Yes, he's taking advantage of a vulnerable guy. A vulnerable guy. He's taking advantage of a vulnerable guy who doesn't have a home to go to. He doesn't have money coming to him because he had lost the battle of this visa sanctions and I need to be paid. So because
Nobody told us Kutizo, even in the last year he was receiving any money.
yes,
You got
the
over
truth
is
of
it
the matter
100,000?
is the truth of the matter is
Hey, I somebody show my it was just
akatopuwa
happy with 200,000.
listen to
Last year,
Sano,
yeah, happy with
2022.
200. It was just happy with 200,000. On the table, and
Yeah,
this is money, serious
yeah,
money,
I'm not
sir.
refusing that.
And it's coming from Tungwarara, who is saying with this, I am an advisor, to the president.
Yeah, but then ask
Nainyamashisa,
yourself, Mira,
munofunga kuti
please,
mimunhu
Akmana,
anoenda pajekerere
Mira, please,
nekuziva kuti
Mira.
ndikudhisa purezidendi. Kufanaka.
Right.
Listen,
Yeah.
the presidents, the insults that this guy brought to the first family and the president, you cannot silence that. You can't silence those insults because those are insults that are undermining authority in terms of national security. You can't just come up and say, I'll make you keep quiet versus national security. Period. You can't argue it any way you want to argue. You cannot silence someone who you are supposed to be. You, if you're a presidential advisor, take to court and say, stop talking about this. And you are bringing our country into dispute, or you are giving the enemy of the state information that is not good because you are talking about the president's health. You've seen what the papers have been writing about the president's health, taking it from Rutendo's narrative. And you cannot say to me, you are there as a presidential advisor, you want to silence that. You can't silence things like that. You,
Munofana
if
muchizonyimwa
I
motikari.
don't, you are
Mafungiro
not.
ka. Muya
Listen,
backwards.
we are
We are 10 steps behind.
people needs to speak truth to power. This is truth to power. You cannot
Right.
negotiate and not be able and say to yourself, you are a ZANU PF supporter and you love your country and you see what has happened here and you think it's normal. It's absolutely normal, not normal.
Because your party is not normal.